we're back for another Everyday Hope. It's Miracle Monday, and I'll tell you what, we are excited about this week because this has to do with relationships and family and dynamics that can happen so easily. And we believe you're going to be inspired this week.
Good. And relationships within family, I believe, are really quite unique, simply because we are family.
Yeah, we can't get away from family.
No, and we'll forever be family.
And we love family the most.
Yes.
Except it is family that has the potential to drive us the most crazy. I mean, think about it. It really does.
Well, yesterday was February 5th, which was my birthday.
Yes.
And I want to say a great thank you to all of my friends that posted, that made comments, that encouraged me, that blessed me. Hey, it means a lot. I went through every single one of them, read them, liked them, and just to know that you're there, and I just can't say thank you.
I loved hanging out with you yesterday. Happy birthday.
Thank you, sweetie.
Such a doll. Okay, so anyway, for this week, I want you to anticipate, because the question that gets posed to us often is, what do I do if the person in my family, spouse, child, whatever, just doesn't seem to like me, doesn't seem to want to hang out with me anymore? Is there a problem? Well, this just happened on Saturday. We were doing a lot of consulting and relationship help last week with individuals and couples and families. And the question was posed that, our son just isn't seeming to
Well, you're sensing and feeling that disconnect.
Yeah.
And that also with that disconnect comes some disappointment. And they have, failed, or they have done something wrong, and you're right, they're wrong, and all of a sudden you've got this chasm, this great divide.
So what do you do to build a relationship when trust has been broken? Because when trust is broken, how are you supposed to have a relationship?
Yeah, how is it mended? Trust is probably one of the most fragile components of a relationship.
And so we really, just because of our own experiences and what we've had to work through, even in our own marriage story when it comes to trust, this is very dear to our hearts.
And I know that people can violate your boundaries. I know that people can be abusive and harmful towards you. I get that. But this week, what we want you to do is begin to take personal inventory of your garden.
Yes.
What's going on inside of your own heart and life. And recognize, I'm going to have to pull some weeds in my life. But more than anything, I want to take some time and plant some flowers.
Yeah.
I want to make my life and my garden far more
That's a good
beautiful.
Idea. I love your idea.
I was thinking about that just yesterday walking. I love flowers. I send my mom flowers on every one of my birthdays that I try to remember. And I did. My daughter
Thank you for
just
giving birth
last
to me.
week.
Thank you for having flowers.
My daughter just last week, she gave us this large arrangement of sunflowers. And they've just been beautiful all week long.
Yeah.
But you see, what you want to do in your relationships is like, what can I do? How can I sow? How can I bring a smile? Plant some flowers in each other's life.
I love that, Bob, because the thing is that we took a lot of time to write this blog. There's a lesson for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but really they are seeds and investments that you can make into your relationships, so that when that person doesn't love you, oh my gosh, that's pretty intense. That's not what I meant to say. They love you.
They're just having a misconnect.
And they're not connecting. It could be, just maybe, that they are longing for a gift, for you to give them a gift. And you say, well, should I buy them a gift? What do they want? No. We're talking about a gift that is extremely precious.
And it's a gift of trust. And it begins by recognizing and seeing the real them. Behavior is obvious. I mean, it's like the nose on your face. I mean, it's just there. And sometimes it's really difficult to see beyond the behavior, or to even separate the individual from the behavior. So don't define them by the behavior, but begin to see the truth in them and speak that life to their very heart.
I know that in our own story, for a couple years after the crisis in our marriage, I remember I just tried so hard and just prayed one day that maybe Bob would trust me again. I would jump through any hoop. I would do anything for Bob to trust me again. But you know what? There were no hoops enough for me to jump through. But one day, there was a very beautiful day when Bob gave me the best gift he's ever given me. And that was the gift of trust. And honey, that for me changed everything, because I cherish that gift. I value it. And I live up to that trust. The Lord has restored my innocence. And it empowers me to want to have that space to be trustworthy. So maybe there's a loved one in your life that just needs that gift of trust, and you've been making them jump through hoops for a long time, it might be the day to draw that line in the sand and say, you know what, I'm going to believe the best in you.
Maybe there's a son and a daughter, and their behavior, you just kind of isolated them or pushed them away, saying, go sit in the corner and change. Rather than removing them or pushing them away, draw them in near, bring them close, build those bridges. Because what you want to do is begin to believe the best rather than assuming the worst. And begin to recognize that you have a powerful gift that you can give another, and that is trust. And trust is made strong, or it's retained by humility and a willingness to be authentic.
It's true.
Okay? And being vulnerable and being truthful. Hey, we're all going to make mistakes, but I know that I have a safe place with you because we're family and we belong to each other, and I have acceptance in the home. And because of that, even with my failures, there's a place that I can come and we can make restitution. We can come together and we can, again, trust and value and honor and prefer one another.
I pray blessings on your family, on your marriage, on your loved ones in every way. Please read the blog, share it with your friends. I believe that this is a message. Can you imagine the risk that it takes to give someone the gift of trust? This is risky. This is not easy. This is radical stuff. But I'll tell you, God trusted me. He pursued me while I was still not perfect. And he still does every day. So read the blog, share it with your friends. And
there's so much that I want to say.
I know. We are ready to go. Like you can tell, we can just talk for another 20 minutes.
But when you talk about the love of God and the investment,
I think you can feel
and Him giving, you're pronouncing it long before we ever even ask for it.
Thank you, Jesus, for your love.
Hey, everyone, thank you. It's a Miracle Monday. Enjoy this week. And begin. You're going to have to pull some weeds in your life. I get that.
I do too.
But remember, plant some flowers.